everyone, it's Ashley, and today I am bringing you my September book haul. I have a decent amount of books to show you guys today. A lot of them were given to me by Random House Canada, which was so nice of them, and I will get to that when I get to those books. But first I'm going to show you the 3 books that I actually purchased myself this month, and then I will show you all the books that Random House sent me. The first book that I bought in the month of October was Point of Retreat by Colleen Hoover. I don't even know how to keep talking about this. I've talked about Colleen Hoover books in the last few of my videos. I really like her. She's not normally the kind of author I would read very often, and new adult is never something I thought I would be interested in. It's like so compelling. It's like I pick it up and I just want to read it in a single day. It's so compelling. I'm not saying that some of the plot lines couldn't use a little bit like more, but I still love them. Like, they're not literary novels. They're novels that are meant for you to just really enjoy, and they really do that. So anyways, this is the second book in the Slammed series, and the minute I finished Slammed, I had to buy this book, so I pretty much bought it the next day. It was good. I liked it. The next book that I bought in the month of September was A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. I have been waiting for this book for a very long time. As you all know if you watch my videos on a regular basis, or if you're new, here's a new tidbit of information about me. I am obsessed with narrative. I really like books that have unique narrative or dual narrative, etc., etc. So this book is told from the perspective of 14 different people who are looking in on a relationship developing. So it's about Leah and Gabe, who kind of meet each other in creative writing class, and they really like each other, but they have a really hard time finding a way to, like, I don't know, be with each other. That's a weird way to say it, but yes. And it's about the 14 different perspectives of people and things around them. And I do mean things. There are chapters from the perspective of a bench in here. It was cute and quirky, and yes, also this cover. The next book that I bought in the month of September was 100 Sideways Miles by Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith is an automatic buy for me, pretty much, always. I haven't read The Mayberry Lens, and I probably never will read The Mayberry Lens, but as of present day, Andrew Smith writes a book, I pick it up, I read it. That's it. And I actually love that he comes out with books so often. I will do a video. I will do a video where I talk about the authors that are automatic buys for me. But anyways, I bought this the day it came out. It was, yeah, I saw it and I wanted it so bad. Yes. The cover's adorable. No, well, not adorable is the wrong adjective. The cover is unique, and I'm really liking this so far. I'm almost done. Love the narration. I knew I'd love the narration, but I'm loving the narration, and yes. Oh, maybe I should tell you what the book's about. Oh, man. Okay, so this book is about a boy who sees the world in miles instead of minutes. So instead of saying, you know, like it's going to be 3 minutes until the bus comes, he would say it's going to be like 1,872 miles until the bus comes. Like, that's how many miles the world travels in that amount of time. So that's how many miles technically you travel in that amount of time. It's just so quirky, and I just love novels with super quirky narrators like this. I'm really liking it. Okay, so the next 6 books in my September book haul are all from Random House of Canada. Thank you so much, Random House. Aha! Okay, anyways, I feel like I blab on and on in my videos about how much I love like the people at Random House Canada and HarperCollins Canada, so I'm just gonna stop. But anyways, moving on to the books that I received from Random House. Okay, so the first book that I received from Random House this month is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. I have heard a lot of things about this. This is actually the new paperback cover of Steelheart. If you have the hardcover, it is a different cover. I'm not sure whether like all the hardcovers are going to go to this cover or not. I'm sorry. But yes, so for those of you who don't know what this book is about, it is about a futuristic world where a meteor hits the world and people develop superpowers. Not everyone, but some people. The catch is when those people develop superpowers, instead of becoming like superheroes and saving the world and etc., etc., they become supervillains, essentially. They take over the world and they become dictators, and they're unstoppable because they're superheroes, and everybody beneath them doesn't have any powers. So the main character sees Steelheart, who is one of the worst supervillains that have developed superpowers kill his dad. But when Steelheart kills his dad, he sees Steelheart bleed. And legend says that Steelheart cannot bleed due to his superpowers. And then the main character decides he wants to stop this crazy person who killed his dad from being a crazy dictator in the world. The next book is not exactly a love story by Audrey Columbus. That's a weird way to spell Columbus. That's cool. So this book, one, it's super short, it's a cute contemporary, it's about this guy and this girl who are neighbors with each other. The guy, this is the year where pretty much everything terrible is happening. He gets crazy pimples, he feels super stressed, everything in life seems to be sucking, and he ends up accidentally calling this girl next door. So the male character calls the girl next door, accidentally, not even realizing it, and has a conversation with her. He pretends to be somebody else. He pretends to be not himself, and they kind of develop this crazy bond with each other where they feel like they can tell each other everything because they don't really know who each other is. And it seems to me like it's going to be kind of like a love story where they fall in love before they actually see each other, and I think that's a really cool concept because I think that a lot of people focus on falling in love with somebody based on what they look like first and foremost. So I'm excited to see like how this book plays off of that. The next book that I received from Random House is Hexed by Michelle Cries. This book is essentially just a very classic witch book. It is about a girl in high school who is a cheerleader, she's popular, etc., etc. Her mom owns an occult shop, and she's not really into anything like that, and then she sees a guy die before her very eyes and finds out that she is actually a witch. And now she has to battle crazy people with her witch powers that she didn't even realize she had. I feel like it's going to be a really, really, really girly version of Buffy, but a witch. Like, not a vampire slayer, a witch. What am I even saying? Anyways, it's a witch book. Yay! The next book that I received from Random House is And We Stay by Jenny Hubbard. This book intrigues me so much. I'm pretty sure I'm going to read it very, very soon. It's about a girl named Emily whose boyfriend walks into the school library with a gun, threatens Emily, and then kills himself. And in the wake of that tragedy, Emily just cannot handle it, so her parents sent her to a boarding school where she develops new best friends and is kind of just trying to figure out what to do with herself after this tragedy. And apparently the ghost or soul of Emily Dickinson plays a role in helping her figure that out. I think that it sounds like one of those really hard-hitting contemporary novels that I personally really like, so I'm really, really excited about this one. The next book that Random House sent me was Far, Far Away by Tom McNeill. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to you guys properly without just reading the back, but it looks to me like it's going to be a book that's full of a lot of folklore and possibly a lot of like fairy tale-esque stuff, probably a little bit more grim fairy tale than Disney, but it looked like a really cool fairy tale-y book. Also, the front cover, it reminds me of Hocus Pocus. Right? Right? Who wouldn't want anything that reminded them of Hocus Pocus? It's also October now, so I can like justifyingly watch Hocus Pocus once a week without anybody thinking that I'm crazy. So I will read the back to you guys just so you can kind of get a grip on what this book is kind of about. But yeah, it just looks like it's going to be like kind of eerie and cool. But anyways, Jeremy Johnson Johnson hears voices, strange whisperings. So the citizens of the small town of Never Better treat him like an oddity and an outcast. When the town's coltish, copper-haired adventuress takes a bite of a cake so delicious it's rumored to be bewitched, she falls in love with the first person she sees, Jeremy. In any other place, this would be a turn for the better for Jeremy. But out in Never Better, where the finder of occasions, whose identity and evil intentions nobody knows, is watching and waiting and waiting and watching. It looks really cool, and I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this. So if you've read it, comment down below and let me know what you thought about it, because I'm actually pretty excited about this one. And the last, and definitely not least, actually probably 100% the most important book that I received this month, Unmade by Sarah Reese Brennan. As you can all imagine, I've already read this, so I'm actually probably going to film my review for this book like right now after I film this book haul. Oh, speech, talking. Yeah, clearly this book makes me kind of like stumble over everything. This series holds a very, very special place in my heart. I was so excited to read the final book. I'm not going to talk anything about the actual book, but just, yes, for those of you who don't know what the series is about, this is the third and final book in the Lindburn Legacy, which is, the first book is Unspoken, the second book is Untold, and obviously the third book is Unmade. It is about a, how do I describe this really easily? It's about a town in the UK where this girl named Cammy is a wannabe journalist. She's super curious and wants to know everything. And her entire life she has had an imaginary friend that she talks to inside of her head. And some people think she's kind of crazy, but some people just chalk it up to, she's Cammy, she's super imaginative. She, you know, she always does stuff like that. And yeah, so she's very, very close with this imaginary friend. She's about 16 or 17 at the beginning of the first book, and yeah, she still talks to this imaginary friend. And then she decides that she wants to find out the story of her town. She wants to figure out what deep, dark secrets her town is hiding, because she thinks that there are deep, dark secrets that her town is hiding. And nobody will talk to her about it. Absolutely nobody. So she kind of starts to think that it is connected to this family, the Lindburns, who founded the town and who own this house that's called, like, kind of like a manor in the middle of the town. And at the beginning of the book, the Lindburns move home for the first time in 17 years, and she meets the two Lindburn boys. And her imaginary friend might not be so imaginary anymore. It's really, really good, guys. I don't know how to properly describe it to you without ruining a ton of stuff and spoiling everything, but it's amazing. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. Try it. Please try it. And if you do, message me or comment or something, tweet at me, because I love this series and I would love to talk to any and all of you about it. Those are all of the books that I either bought or received in the month of September. If you have read or want to read any of these books, please comment down below and let me know. And other than that, I will be seeing you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye!